It's a small community, but a close-knit community. And their lives, of course, were, like the rest of the communities around Gaza, shattered on October 7th.
David and I had this unbelievable opportunity to meet with the woman that runs Communities Together, which is the name of this partnership project through the Jewish Agency. And over dinner, she explained to us about this new initiative to pair all the communities in what they're calling the Western Negev, or the Gaza envelope, that were impacted in some way with communities mostly in North America, but also around the world.
Kibbutz Sufa was founded in the 1970s by Olim, South America. It was originally set up in the Sinai Desert. And when Israel returned the Sinai to Egypt, that community was uprooted and reestablished itself very close to the border of Gaza, not far from the border of Egypt.
We had this unbelievable experience to be able to go spend time with the residents of Kibbutz Sufa, who are living in two different places. We went to Ramat Gan, despite what they had been through. You could tell that they shared a connection that most of us only have with our immediate family.
We have agreed, out of the relief fund that we raised, out of the $7 million, to contribute at least $250,000 a year for 3 years, $750,000, to support the rebuilding of that community. And we will be working with the community members, the leadership, and other partners in Israel to meet the most urgent needs as defined by the members of the kibbutz. We had the opportunity to meet a young married couple when we visited with some of the residents of Kibbutz Sufa who are now displaced from their home. Their story in particular stood out.
I would say the person that made the biggest impression was a young mom who had a 2-year-old child, and she was 7 months pregnant with their baby, their next child.
And they were cuddling in bed on October 7th, awakened to the sounds of terrorists outside their home.
And she explained the story of what happened that morning. Her husband was one of the 5 security members of that kibbutz. And at the point that they realized this was different, their 2-year-old woke up. And they brought the 2-year-old into the bed with them, and the 3 of them were snuggling in the bed. And at that point, their biggest concern was, can you go back to sleep and give us another hour of sleep? And as a mom, that moment of everyday life, right, where your kid just gets up early and comes into your bed, like that happens every day for moms of kids that age. And to then have the day turn so dramatically.
As the situation became apparently desperate, as the reality dawned that the army wasn't in a position to help them, Yuval put on his combat boots, led his pregnant wife and his infant child to the safety of her parents' home with terrorists outside, and then joined with 4 others to defend the kibbutz against dozens of terrorists for over 4 hours. And then this amazing, ein brera, no choice, got to go out and do what we have to do attitude that Yuval exemplified with 4 others. They were the civil guard of the community, and they realized that they were the ones that stood between their families and the terrorists. Ophir and Yuval's actions, their description of what they experienced, really exemplify the commitment and resiliency demonstrated by so many Israelis on that day and now beyond.
I can't really explain in words what that was like, but it just felt like they were us.